Hello folks, I'm Nancy Casson, and today I'm not here from Nancy's neighborhood. I'm here for another reason. I want to talk to you all about an event that's coming up April the 12th at the Museum Center, and it's called Chair-rees Jubilee. This is our 21st year with Chair-rees Jubilee. I know that's unbelievable. I think it's unbelievable. I've been involved all 21 years. This is an event that originated sitting around a table with a group of ladies talking about the fact that we needed to support the arts, and we needed to be sure that the arts were being supported in our schools, city schools, county schools, and private schools. As a former school teacher and as a member of the Bradley County Board of Education, I understand when there are budget cuts, one of the very first things that gets cut, the arts. And then it used to be physical education. Now that's a state requirement now, so we don't quite get to cut that as often as we used to. But we don't want to see the arts cut. So what we try to do is have this fundraiser every year called Chair-rees Jubilee and raise money for the arts. And I'll tell you from the get-go, we've already raised $475,000 during our time of doing Chair-rees Jubilee for the arts in Cleveland, Bradley County, and our private schools. So we are excited about that. Now, what we'd like to do this year is raise another $25,000 so I can say $500,000. That just really sounds so good. So let me tell you a little bit about, I told you that there was a group of ladies sitting around a table one day trying to decide what to do to help raise some money so we could be sure that the arts were in the schools. And we talked and we talked and we talked. And so we actually stole an idea from Chattanooga and from New Orleans. Chattanooga had an event coming up the next weekend. We bought 2 tickets and sent somebody down there to check out their event. And I think this was called Sweet Charity. And then we had a friend that was in New Orleans, and she brought back a flyer from what they had done down there. And so what this amounts to, folks, is we feature our artists who donate items to us. We have furniture, we have pottery, we have jewelry, we have glassware, we have floral arrangements, whatever. And we also have events. We have tickets to Dollywood, we have tickets to all kinds of things that are going on. And these will all either be in a silent or a live auction on April the 12th at the Museum Center starting at 6 o'clock. Now, the doors will open at 6, but they will not open before that because our caterers, which we have some wonderful caterers this year, our caterers cannot get in until 4 o'clock to start setting up, and they want to be set up before you come in the door. And I will tell you this is a Chamber of Commerce event, not a museum event. So to purchase your tickets, you need to go to the Chamber of Commerce or the Red Ribbon for $25, or you can purchase them that night at the door for $30. And it will be at the museum starting at 6 o'clock, and then we have a silent auction. We have these caterers with this food, which is wonderful, and then we have a live auction started at 8 o'clock. And I would like to tell you who our caterers are this year, and I wrote it down just so I wouldn't forget. Hopefully, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. We have several that are helping us out this year. Cafe Roma, Shannon's been with us for a long time. Impressions Catering, I think he's only missed one event since we've been at the museum. Cleveland Country Club, they've been with us several years. Gardeners, they've been with us several years. Tzatziki's is a new one that's joining us this year. They will be opening their restaurant out in the Target Center on April 16th. So April the 12th, Chair-rees Jubilee, will be their introduction to Cleveland. A lot of y'all go down to Chattanooga now and eat there. Then the Mill Coffee, we have had Grant on with us before. This is wonderful, and he's going to have Tina's Tummy Yummies, or is it Yummy Tummies? Anyway, they'll be right there together so that you can get coffee and some sweets. And I have not had the chocolate-covered bacon, but I understand it is wonderful. And then Aubrey's is also going to be one of our caterers. And we're excited about that this year, folks. And we have something else that's going on this year that we got real excited about. Kelly Smith told me about a gentleman who had some small wooden school chairs for sale, $2 a piece. Might I be interested? I said, yes, I might. So I bought 50 for Chair-rees Jubilee, and we put them in the warehouse, which I love because Emmons Street Storage, Wes Robbins, great guy, has donated us 2 units there that we keep furniture in case anybody can't find a piece of furniture for Chair-rees Jubilee, then we'll give them that piece of furniture. So the girls and guys kept complaining about the 50 chairs. They thought they were multiplying or something, I don't know. But anyway, so this year we're having a little contest. We pulled 10 of those chairs out, and we offered them to 10 schools. A classroom will be doing the chair. You couldn't have 2 classrooms in one school. It had to be 10 different schools. And all the chairs are the same size. They're all alike. And we have students decorating those chairs. And they will be in the silent auction at Chair-rees Jubilee on April the 12th at the Museum Center. And the chair that brings in the most money will get a $200 donation to their classroom for art projects and a pizza party. Now, the kids seem to be more impressed with the pizza party and the teacher with the $200. So whatever floats everybody's boat. But we already have some of those chairs are in. 2 of them right now are on display at First Tennessee, and they will move to another bank, probably Andrew Johnson, next week. And then there are 2 at Southeast, and they're going to move to Capstar, which is what used to be Athens Federal. So we try to put them out in the public so that you can see them. Others are on display in the Chamber of Commerce lobby. So if you want to go by and look at any of these, that is awesome. We have a lot of people that help us with this that do things gratis, and I want to mention them. First of all is the banner. They will have our poster and our billboard. The billboard is from Edge Billboards, and they do this, I think this second or third year they've done this for us. This billboard is up on the corner of Keith Street and Paul Huff, I think. I think that's what I heard. And so we appreciate them doing that. The graphics for that and the graphics for our poster were done by White Oak Advertising. Barry Curran and his crew did that, and we're so pleased with that. Then we have the Industrial Services does all of our mailings for us. Neely Printing has done our invitations for 20 years, and I appreciate them so much. Dick's Graphics does our tickets for us. Dawkins Printing does our program. This year, Joni Tarver did our posters. And this year's event we're going to be doing in memory of Clyde P-Dab Matthews. Now, P-Dab was wonderful. He worked with us for several years. He got his start with us because his wife had Pam's Wedding and Catering, and she would be one of the caterers at the event. So she had P-Dab there working for her, and P-Dab was a great one for yard sales, estate sales. He had a booth at one of the antique stores, and so he got involved with us, and he was absolutely awesome. So we miss P-Dab because he was always there telling us what we needed to do about setting up and how we need to sell things. So this one this year is going to be in memory of P-Dab, and we're so thrilled that we're able to do that. What we do with our money that we raise, we have grants for grants for $500, and the teachers can apply for those grants, and that is a grant that's online on the website at clevelandchamber.com, and they can go on and apply for those grants. The money that we raise at Chair-rees Jubilee, we give to another committee, which is called the Arts and Education Committee, and they approve or deny these grants because we don't want you coloring inside the lines. We want you to be doing something creative. So you can have a $500 grant. You can bring in visiting artists. You can have tickets to go to performances. We also support the Cleveland Storytelling Guild. Because they bring in a national, regional, international storyteller into our schools every year. And this person also does a concert, which is open to the public, usually on the Friday night that they're there during the week for the storytelling in the schools. So we have a lot of things that we're doing with this money that we raise. And we like to try to give $25,000 a year to grants, visiting artists, tickets, etc. This year's theme, because it's our 21st anniversary, we have come of age. We are now legal. We tried to come up with something that went with us being legal, and nothing sounded really kind of cute. So we are coming of age transformation, and that means we want you to take a piece of furniture and transform it into something else, something new, better, nicer. We've had lamps, we've had bowls, wooden bowls, we've had chairs, we have headboards that have been made into benches, bed headboards that have been made into benches. We have all kinds of things, and it's an awesome event, folks. It's kind of like the highlight. It's the way to kick off spring. It is. We have been in the past the very first event after winter, so come on out and see us. We've had some neat themes for our Chairrees in the past. We've had 2001, A Space Odyssey, and what we did with that one, we wanted, if it was taking up space, we wanted you to donate it. Well, you wouldn't believe how many people did a space theme for their project, which was fine. 2002, the Survivor show came on TV, very, very popular, so we made it Survivor, if it has survived, in the barn, in Grandma's house, wherever it survived. So then we had Desperate Housewares, Back to Basics. We had Ann Tweak's Roadshow, 3D Designate, Decorate, and Donate. We had the Cherry Pickers. That's when the pickers were on TV and so popular. And so we've had several things that we have done for themes. So this year's theme is Coming of Age, Transformation. I did tell you that this is a project of the Allied Arts and Leisure Council. I'm sorry, we are now just the Allied Arts Council. I go back all the way to its inception when we included leisure in the title. So it's the Allied Arts Council, which is a committee of the Cleveland-Bradley Chamber of Commerce. And this came about because in recruiting, the Chamber found out that people were kind of interested in quality of life. If we're coming to Cleveland-Bradley County, we want to know what kind of quality of life you can offer us. So not only do we want to be sure there's arts in our schools, but we want to be sure we promote the arts in our community so there is a quality of life that people become accustomed to in Cleveland-Bradley County. Now, if you want to donate to the auction, there's two ways you can do that. You can donate an item to be in either in the silent or the live auction, and those can be brought in to the museum, because that's where we will be having the event, on Wednesday the 10th and Thursday the 11th from 10 until 5. And at that time I will have gals and guys from the Chairrees Committee, and I will also have some Lee students from the events class at Lee University that will be helping us, and they have to do 10 hours of service in an event for their class, for their events class. And we're always thrilled to have them. Miss McMillan is just great to invite us to use her students. So from 10 to 5 on Wednesday and Thursday. Please don't bring anything in after 5 o'clock on Thursday because it won't get in the program. It may not even get in the event. It may get stored and brought out for next year. We already have the dates for the next 2 years of events for Chairrees because the museum fills up. I mean, their calendar fills up. They book out for 10 years. So we're booked for the next 2. So the programs will be done. Tracy Wright does those and gets them to Dawkins Printing. We appreciate Dawkins for doing that. And she emails that out to them a little bit before midnight on Thursday night and picks them up on Friday about 3 o'clock. And we slap the bid numbers on them, and we are ready to go. I also want to thank Tarver Distributor. Ross has been a great supporter and sponsor of this. He has furnished the beer for probably the last 20 years, and we're so thrilled that he's done that. And also Publix and Walmart and Food City give us gift cards, and Cook's furnishes our paper products, and we do have non-adult beverages and adult beverages because we do serve wine and beer. We do take cash, check, and credit cards, and this, like I say, folks, this is a great opportunity for you all to support the arts in Cleveland-Bradley County. Corporate sponsorships are still available. Call me at 473-1114 at the Red Ribbon, or call Tammy at the Chamber, 472-6587, if you're interested in being a corporate sponsor or if you have any questions about Chairrees Jubilee. Chairrees Jubilee is April the 12th at the Museum Center. Doors will open at 6 o'clock, and we hope to see all of you all there because it's a great event and it supports the arts in our city, our county, and our private schools. So thank you so much for this opportunity to share Chairrees Jubilee with you.